Okay, so yesterday we started with function notation, all right? Everybody's got your phones up? Yes? All right. So, on the function notation, so this is my g function, right? And this is my f function. And the x is the input, and the f of x is the output. So that's like our y, correct? This is like y, so that's like the answers. So you have the input and then the output. So the way this works is kind of like a game, all right? We're going to kind of play a game. So when this is written like this, hey, what's the deal, Clayton? I don't know, you guys are having a conversation. We all want to listen. Pay attention. So the O here, this is not F-O-G. It's not fog. This is written F of G of X. And when you do this, you always have to start on the inside. So I have to start with the G, and then I go to the F. And this is how it works. So this is F of G of negative 3, or F of G of negative 3. These are the same things. When they're written, they mean the same thing. I'm going to start in the middle, right here. So in the middle, or the inside one, is my g function. And what's the x value of my g function? Negative 3. So this is my g function, right? And here's the x value of negative 3. What's the output at negative 3? 2. So next I have to go to my f function. And the x is 2 now, so what's the output? And that's your answer. So it's kind of like a game. It's a puzzle. And you're having fun. So right here, g of negative 1. So I'm starting on the g table. And this is my input, is negative 1. What's the output? So then f of negative 1 is 0. Okay. All right. I know you guys can't see the table, but you can see the table on yours, okay? So I want you to be able to see the whole thing. So for this one, which table do I start with? G. I'm going to start G of 0, which is right here. The output is 3. I go to F. The output is 2. G, the input is 4. Negative 3. Negative 3 is 4. So G of 1 is negative 5. Is there a negative 5 here? So it does not exist. So G of negative 4, there's no negative 4, so this one does not exist. Okay? All right, next. So that's one way to find your answers. Another way to find your answers is off of, it's the same thing, except this time it's a graph. So I want to know what's f of 0. So which one of these is f? This is f. And my value, my x value is 0. So what's the y value? Negative 3. So if the x is negative 5, then my output is 1. So g of negative 1 the output is 2. G of 2 is 4. So now, this one, I'm going to start on the inside. G of 0. So what's the y value at G of 0? 4. So then you have to go and do f of 4. So now 4 is your x. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I get 1. G of negative 2 is 1. So I go f of 1, and it's negative 3. Okie dokie? Okay. So does it matter if it's written with the O or the parentheses? It doesn't matter. So I start in the middle, G of 0. This is my G. G of 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So my y value is 4. I go here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1. So here I have G of negative 4. So I have to start on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get f of 4. I get 1 again. So my y value at 4 is negative 2. Get negative 2. So the last 3, what's different about the last 3? Right. So this time, what did I always start with here? I started with the input, right? But what am I given this time? I'm given the output. So if I'm given the output, you have to do this opposite, right? So on the input, we started in the middle. But on the output, you have to start on the outside. So what I want to know in the f function, what is y, when y equals 3, what's my x? So on the f function, here's my y is 3, 1, 2, 3. So it touches right here. So what's my x value? 5. So now, so the 5 becomes your y, right? It's the output, because we're going backwards. So on the g function, oh, what happens here? How many times does it touch? Twice. So you actually get 2 answers this time, don't you? And this one's not even exact. It's between the 2. What is that one? Negative what? Yeah. Because this is your y value. So this is the y, right? Because we're going opposite. So I have negative 4.5 and 1. Okay, so let's do another one. So this time, the output on the f graph is 5. So find the y is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's at 6. So on the next graph, you have to count up to 6. And this touches at here, which is -5. So which graph do I start on the last one? G. So I'm going to start on G. So the y value negative 1, 2, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's what? So we count down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's the x value? Positive 1, positive 5. So on the f function then, this is your y value. So I got 6.